And welcome back. Today we are here testing out Aurzen's Boon Mini immersive streaming projector. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. I have a studio here set up and I just got a bunch of stuff that I'm testing, so I'm super excited. I do have a 100-inch screen right behind me. It does look a little small, but it is a 100-inch screen. I just have it a little further back. So yeah, let's look at this thing. You do have your Hey Google assigned into this. You have your Google TV built in, which I love. You do have Netflix, Prime Video, and YouTube. Let's see what else. You have visible sound, 110 degree adjustable, high brightness, real-time focus, so you're gonna get the auto keystone and all that stuff. Just opening this up, you do have, I already pulled out the projector, I already have the cable, and of course the remote that these guys have. I don't want to pull the whole thing out because then I'll be here forever doing that, but some of the stuff that they do have here, you do have a book, some cleaning stuff, and there you go. So you get some basic stuff here, which is nice. Like, again, I really do like that Google TV is already built in. I typically don't read manuals, but I gotta say, when it's stuff like this that you're very unfamiliar with, sometimes it's good just to take a quick glance. Just looking at this thing, you could turn this around, the knob. You do have a button here that you could press, and it looks like I have just initiated the power. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it. You do have the eyeball. I love the protector of this thing. It's like a rubber stop, but there is the eye right there. I just really appreciate how they have this thing here. So yeah, just make sure you do read the book. The book is actually very high quality because it does have the Google TV. You could do Google Assist. You could do the casting. There is a Bluetooth speaker mode. It says you can go up to 200-inch if you're about 6 meters away. That's 20 feet away. I think right now for me, I might be about, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 feet away from the table to the wall. So I should be able to get like a good 80 size inch or bigger. Native resolution is going to be 1080p. It is LCD display technology, but the light source is going to be LED. Cool. So the next thing that we're going to look at here with the projector, this button up here will power it on. You do have the knob, and I believe that's going to be your volume button. In the back, you do have, looks like 4 little mini speakers. So we are going to test how well that works. And there might be some more plugs here somewhere. On the bottom here on the side, this is your power. So it's built onto the actual stand, which is great. On the bottom, if you are mounting, you do have the keyhole right here. So this is where you're going to be able to mount it if you want to mount it upside down or however you want to mount it. So pretty good. Now, the other thing is on the bottom, you do have those rubber stops. So it does like just stop right when you put it. But the other thing I like, this is probably one of my favorite things that I like here. When you rotate it, there's no clicking. It's not click, 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 click. It doesn't do that. It's just smooth. And it's a little bit hard, so that way when you set it, it just stays there. It doesn't just fall or slide. Very, very nice how that is. Now, if for whatever reason you're getting some black spots, down here at the bottom, if you do rotate it so it's facing upwards, you could actually take this off. Now, it does feel like you're gonna break it, but it's just very secured. And there you go. I wish it was a little bit different only so that way it doesn't feel like you are breaking it. But this is going to be your filter. You could definitely put the swabs inside to clean it out. There is going to be some instructions. There's even some instructions here on the actual cover itself. That way you guys could set that up. So when you put it in, it snaps right back in, and then that should be good to go. I don't see any USB ports anywhere here. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and plug this in. We're gonna take that eyeball off and we are going to test how this works. Yeah, I really do like this remote. The remote actually works really, really good. Just clicking the buttons and everything just feels very natural, very premium. So cool, let's go ahead and plug this in and see how this looks like. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna hit the power button on the remote. I do have it right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and power it on. and I got the projector already set up. So this is with some light turned on. You could definitely see me right here that there is light. So I just want to show you guys here with the light on, how does it look like? But as you can see, it looks pretty decent, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the other light so that way it's not as bright anymore. Okay, so turning off the lights here, you can see how nice that looks. Very clear, very clean. Just to let you guys know, it's about 500 lumens on the light bulb, so very nice. And now I'm gonna turn off the other light bulb, that way you guys can get that full experience of how nice this looks. Okay, so because it does have Google TV in here, you're gonna have all the different apps, YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, you're gonna have all the stuff here. It's pretty nice. You could set up the Google TV here, you just sign up to your account, and then you should be good to go. Now you do have here the inputs. You could do, it does show that there is an HDMI, so I will pull that up here in a second. But it does have home, HDMI. If for whatever reason it's plugged in and something's not working properly, just hit the home button on the remote. Now, as far as your dashboard goes, this is gonna be your settings here. So you could add an account, screensaver, input, sound, picture. You got your Wi-Fi, accessibility, Bluetooth, and then personal ads. At the very, very top, you have all your settings here, and this is where you're gonna be able to set up all your things. As far as your projector goes, this is the settings for the projector. Very important. When it comes to the projector here, you do have your keystone, so you could do the auto keystone, manual keystone, or reset. You also have some advanced features right there. So whatever it is that you're gonna wanna do. With your focus, you do have autofocus, manual focus, and advanced. And then for your projection mode, this just depends on how you have it set up. So right now we have front desktop, which is good. If you have it on the ceiling, that means it's gonna be upside down. Some people do have it behind the screen, so this is the rear desktop, and some might even have it upside down behind the ceiling. So just depending on how you have it, this is where you'll set it up. You also have Bluetooth speaker mode, so anytime you wanna set up a speaker, that's where you're gonna do it. And then of course your zoom, so pretty good. For your display and sound, this is probably the most important thing here. This is what I like to do. For your picture quality, you're gonna be able to change it over to standard, backlight mode, auto brightness, contrast, any kind of specific settings that you want. When it comes to sound, you're gonna be able to mess it with either standard mode, vivid, sports, movie, music, news, however you want, or even user mode. You could be a little bit more custom with it with the balance, the bass, the treble. And if you have surround sound speakers, like I know there's some speakers out there like Sonos or some other brands, you could set it up right here. And then of course you'll have your speakers on. You could do volume control. There's a lot of things that you'll be able to set it up right here. So I do like to have the dialogue enhancer on, so that way the voice sounds pretty good. So yeah, very good spot to see where everything goes. Okay, so with your audio output, you'll be able to do your digital output, auto, or however it is that you have it set up. So you do have bypass, PCM, Dolby Digital Plus, and then also your just Dolby Digital standard. So here you'll be able to set up your network, your accounts, privacy, all the different apps. This part is very important. If you go to see all apps, this is where you're going to be able to mess with whatever apps you need to. So if you do have Netflix and you have any issues, you could force stop, clear cache, clear data, whatever it is that you need to do. The other thing too is, if you just back out here, you could go manage updates. So you could do the auto updates here, or you could also come down here to the bottom and then just do the security and restrictions here. This section, if you don't know, this is going to be the unknown sources. So whatever you need to do to allow, this is going to be your section right here. So let's go ahead and back out here. We are going to go to YouTube and then just do a quick test. And we are just going to look at some of the devices here. So you guys already know I got the Rohas Streaming Tech channel, the Rohas Tech channel, and also my travel channel. But you can see here how nice and clean this looks. I don't know how it looks to you guys, but to me, this looks extremely nice. The video, if I come here just to a different episode, you can see how clear and clean that looks. Just extremely nice. What this reminds me is almost like Netflix, how Netflix would just give you what the quality, the highest quality is available, but it's still going to read the 4K content anyway. So very clear, very clean. Let's go ahead and check out, I wanna do a song here called Netflix. How's it supposed to feel?
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right.
So the sound quality just sounds amazing. It's very, very nice how everything just works extremely well. Cool. So yeah, I gotta say, everything on this projector works amazing. Now, the one thing I do have to tell you guys here, I did say at the end, I'm gonna show you guys exactly where those buttons are. So it's very incognito. It's extremely hidden. So here's the front of the speaker. This is where your power cable goes. And then there is a little tab right here. So if you do pull it, you do have, let me see, it's kind of hard to pull out, but there it is. There's your ports right there. All your ports that you're gonna want to plug in. If you have another device that you want to plug in, a PlayStation with you have 2 USBs and also an audio jack. So if you want to hook up some speakers, you definitely can. But yeah, it's all there. Everything is there on what you want. And I do like how the rubber is here. It just feels very nice, very, very premium. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys, but if you guys are looking for a really, really good projector, this is it. It works really good. These guys have been coming up with some great stuff, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Good stuff here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I really do like this one. This is something I'll be using quite often. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.